Hi guys! So I am 20 weeks and 4 days today, which means I am officially halfway through this pregnancy, and I cannot believe that. This is like seriously the fastest pregnancy I have ever experienced. Like if it was someone else or me or anything, like this pregnancy has gone by so dang fast. I don't know if I'm just like busy all the time and it just goes by fast, like time just goes by fast, but it seems like it's insane that I'm already at this point. So anyway, this week I have kind of a lot to talk about. So first of all, last week I talked about my hair, and you guys are probably thinking, WTF? Well, I did change it a little bit, but you can't really tell very much. She said that the healthiest route to go back to my natural hair color is if I take, every time I go in, I take the darkest and I match it to all the rest of my hair. I can't really explain it the way that she did. So it's a little bit more red if you can see, but she took the darkest part of my hair and matched it. That way we don't have to bleach anything out and we don't have to do anything else to it. So I'm slowly going to go back to my natural hair color. It's probably going to take a while, and I did decide against the bangs because a lot of people had a really good point that with bangs in my face, and I always hated this with bangs. I already constantly touch my hair, and when I have bangs in my face, it's like every time I like move anything, it's constantly in my face, and that would drive me nuts. So I decided to go against the bangs and slowly go back to my natural hair color. So I'm slowly gonna get there, but it will take time. Also, we went to Vegas this past weekend and we had so much fun. I did record a little bit of our trip. I didn't record like all the time, and it's just weird because I'm so used to recording nothing but my kids and like my pregnancy. So to have my camera and not have any of my kids with me, it was weird. I didn't really know what to videotape. So I videotaped every day, but I didn't videotape like every second like I do a lot of the time when I'm home. So if you guys want to see that, maybe I'll make a little video of our Vegas trip, but it was a lot of fun. We got to see a lot of things, but I missed the kids so much, and it was nice to come home back to them. But it was nice to have a little break with just me and Drake as well. So that was super fun. But one thing that I did notice, and this didn't really click until I was like halfway through the trip, I noticed that my milk is 100% gone. It's totally not there because I was gone from well, Caden's the only one breastfeeding, so I didn't bring a pump. I never really, I mean, it crossed my mind a few times, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna need it. I didn't bring a pump. Obviously, I wasn't breastfeeding. I was gone for 3 days, and there was not 1 second of those days where I felt full at all. Like there is nothing. So I am pretty convinced that my milk has completely dried up. Since I got back, Caden has dry nursed a few times, but I am noticing that it's gotten down to, I think yesterday he only nursed once. So he's slowly weaning himself off, and it's probably because I don't have anything to offer anymore. So I was kind of curious about how that was going to go though. So I do know that I have completely dried up at this point. One thing that's super exciting that happened this week is that Drake got to feel Landen move for the first time on the outside. He's really started moving a lot this week. Like I've noticed it a lot. And last night it got to the point where if I had good enough lighting, I probably could have recorded the movement on the outside because he's really starting to get bigger, and so you can just notice it more on the outside. So Drake got to feel him move. It was so exciting. Since then, he's felt him quite a few times, so he's definitely growing a lot. And speaking of growing, I had my anatomy scan yesterday to measure all of his parts and just make sure he's growing all right. And that went super well. So we double checked gender, and he's definitely a boy. I'm going to show you all the pictures, but he is growing exactly right on point. Like there's not anything wrong with him at all. His brain is growing perfectly. His heart is perfect. Everything is just going so perfect. So I'm so thankful that we have another perfectly healthy growing baby, and he's just growing at the perfect rate. I don't know what he averaged out to in the end size-wise, but I know he was measuring exactly on my due date. Like his head was measuring at like 20 weeks and 4 days or 20 weeks and 2 days, and I was 20 weeks and 3 days when I went, and his stomach was measuring the same, and everything was measuring exactly perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the pictures that I got. And the ultrasound tech there is just awesome. He is so amazing. I should have just went to him in the first place, like for all my ultrasounds. But these are probably the best pictures, the best ultrasound pictures I've ever gotten. This one is my favorite. So this is just his profile. but he is just the cutest little thing. He's just so perfect already. I think he's going to be a perfect mixture of Kyson and Caden. To me, it looks like he kind of has Kyson's nose, and he has a little bit of an overbite, but it's not as dramatic as Caden's was. So I'm so excited to see what he's going to look like, and I just can't wait to meet him. But that one's my favorite. Another thing is he was so active during the ultrasound. Like, he was hardly sitting still so the ultrasound tech could measure all of his body parts, because he kept like jumping. Like, literally, he was pushing off of my uterus and jumping. He was so active. And he kept opening his mouth also, so he captured when his mouth was open, so you could see that there. And he also gave me 3D pictures, which is amazing. So you could see that's what he looks like in 3D right now. And I think he looks pretty dang cute for being only 20 weeks. Sorry, there's a glare on it. There we go. But yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot of fat on him yet. Another 3D one. You can see it. And here's just another profile shot. And he's waving in this picture saying, "Hi, YouTube." So you can see his little fingers. And then there's just another profile shot. Oh, and I skipped over the boy shot. There's his "it's a boy" shot. At the 16-week ultrasound, she did not get a clear shot at all, and I just had no idea what I was looking at. And I wanted a pictures that I could put in his baby book where you could clearly tell he was a boy, and he definitely got one. He said he's 150%. Landon is definitely a boy. So those are all the pictures that I got, but they came out so cute. And this one is just so, how perfect is he? Isn't he just perfect? Like, perfect already. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, he is 100% healthy, which I'm so thankful for. And also, his head was on the left, which explains why I always only feel movement on the bottom right. So his head is kind of towards the top of my uterus on the left side, and he lays out to where his feet are on exactly my bottom right, which is why I'm always feeling movement right there. So when I'm feeling the movement, it's just him kicking. And I could see in that ultrasound why I'm feeling the movement so much, because he kicks insane. Like, he's so strong already. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, well, I actually wanted to ask you guys, is about baby wearing, because I am obviously gonna have to do a lot of baby wearing with him, because I can't push 2 strollers, and I already have the double stroller that I have to push with the boys. And I wanted to do a lot more baby wearing with the boys than I did. I've had back problems my whole life, and after I had the hernia and the torn muscles, and then plus carrying 2 of them, baby wearing didn't happen a whole lot with the twins. But I did do it a few times. But the only wrap that I have right now is my Moby wrap, and I do love that wrap. However, it takes like 10 minutes to get right and put on, and by the time the baby's in there, it's already like 10 minutes later. So I want to ask you guys what your favorite wrap was. I would prefer one that just goes on easily, that you could just like slip on. So what is your recommendations? And I've heard that Ergo is pretty good. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I've been looking at those recently, so I'm kind of leaning towards those. But if you have any insight to a good baby wearing wrap, a wrap or a sling, or just anything that you've liked, please let me know which one it was, and I'll look it up and see. I just want to know all the different varieties that are out there, because I only ever used my Moby wrap, which like I said, I loved, but it's going to be hard when I'm trying to load up all the kids and I'm taking Lilia out, and then I'm going to have to sit there and try to put the thing on forever. So yes, let me know which ones are your favorites. And that is pretty much all this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my 20-week belly. I feel like I'm growing more every single day. Like, it's getting hard to put the twins in the crib now, because I can't lean over the thing and put them in. But yeah, so here is 20 weeks. The front, and then the side, the shirt up. The front and the side. So it looks like I'm at about 37.5. So I've definitely grown from last week. So it might even be slightly over 37.5. All right, so that's it for this week. So let me know again what you liked. What was your favorite baby wearing? Just whatever you use, whatever was your favorite, please leave a comment below. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, where I post at least 1 picture a day. Usually it's several more than just 1 a day. I am like slowly using my Facebook less and less, and I want to keep using it more, but it's a hassle to do, like to go to Instagram and then go to Facebook. So I mostly just use Instagram. So go follow me on my Instagram for daily pictures and updates. So that is it, and I will talk to you for week 21. Bye.